All right, guys, so first day working on Jack's Mustang, got the wheels off. We're gonna pull the fender wells out because we'll probably have to run some wires through there, some CO2 lines, but poor guy, somebody zip tied all of his shit back together. So we're gonna pull those out. We'll put some clips back in there. So yeah, it does have a K-member, which like I said, pretty sure you have to do that with the Aldo Welds kit, but there's a look at the Aldo Welds bottom mount kit. The only thing I guess the shop didn't do, if you guys don't know, the way that the headers are done on the Aldo Welds kit is you have to change the steering shaft on it. And I guess the shop that did the work didn't do it. They just kind of hammered, I guess you can't see it, but they hammered the header in right there. It's almost flat right there. But obviously the steering shaft still hits. So I believe he's going to take it back to that shop and have them install that because they didn't do it the first time. But the Aldo Welds kit is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I've seen a few of these. But yeah, he's got full exhaust. So like I said, we're doing AMS2000, CO2, stager, and full rear suspension. So we probably won't have to pull the whole exhaust. We'll just probably pull the back half of the exhaust. We will have to have access to the, we'll probably replace that guy. We'll need access to the turbos. So, but luckily that one's right there. So we can hook the CO2 up and then, oh shit, that's not good. That oil feed line, can't see it, but it's got a nice tear in it. It's probably just the coating, but that's not good. We'll check on that. But yeah, so we're gonna replace all these rubber vacuum lines with nice PTFE hose and run some CO2 lines. And yeah, just get cranking on it. Kennedy, what are you doing?
Oh, you know, what
Kennedy is updating the website. Well, trying to, but the internet is no bueno today.
Michael,
the internet is no good out here. But it is nice. This car is super quiet because he's got full exhaust with mufflers on the back. So like I said, we'll probably drop the exhaust. Oh yeah, right here where these clamps are. So we don't have to drop the whole exhaust. We'll just drop it right there. And then we'll drop the cradle down because we're doing differential bushings, subframe bushings, all the bushings. So yeah, let's drop it back there. A little scavenge pump for the oil. But pretty nice little kit. If you guys were looking into these, see a lot more shit that's zip tied. That's not cool. But anyways, we're gonna get cranking on it. Ken Dog, better get your ass over here and get to work. I'm paying you for nothing. Or I'm not paying you nothing.
no.
Hey, I bought you something expensive today. You better get your ass over here and get to work.
No, in 8 weeks.
Oh, okay. So, guys, yep, back on the Mustang. All right, so got one side going. Spring compressor tool. Me and Ken Dog got that shit. I should have filmed it. It was pretty funny. I'm buying a spring compressor tool because I'm sure I'll do a lot of springs coming up, but it was pretty funny. Using all my weight to squeeze that thing down. But yeah, so BMR front springs, these are super easy to do. So I'm doing these first because we're not going to do much on the front end. So we're going to get these done first and then probably tomorrow start dropping the cradle in the back because we're going to drop the whole entire subframe in the back, which will be fun. So we'll get this side back on, start working on the other side, and then probably call it for the night, come back tomorrow, start working on the rear. All right, front suspension's pretty much done. Just waiting on a few things and we'll put that back in. I noticed there was a small leak here. Actually, it's trans fluid. I thought it was oil, but it's just trans fluid. And it was this fitting right here. So I actually texted Jack, said, oh, I'm probably gonna have to replace this fitting, but it was actually just loose. So he'll be happy to know that that fitting was just loose. But yeah, if you guys want to see the K-member, I just got these towels here just protecting the intercooler pipes from the suspension hanging real quick. Don't worry, there's a piece that's holding it, but it is hanging kind of low, so I don't want to scratch the intercooler pipes too much. But yeah, so we just tightened that, so that's nice. Easy fix. So, funny thing, I didn't realize this had a rear IRS cradle support already. I don't even know which one that one is, actually. But anyways, the problem is that your boy put it on the lift and didn't realize it had those. And yeah, the lift is kind of in the way. So we're actually going to put the rear wheels back on and lower it back down and move the lift a little bit. So that kind of sucks. But I did start removing, got the caliper tied up over there. Remove the upper shock bolts, but some of this stuff I'm gonna have to move out of the way actually and put the wheels back on. But yeah, we're moving along. The VMS wheels and tires already sold. Some guys coming to pick those up tomorrow. The other ones are brand new. These ones I'll ship because with tires, it gets real expensive to ship unless you're like drop shipping brand new from Mickey, which is what I do normally. But since these are on wheels already, they get kind of expensive. These ones I'll ship because they're already in boxes and they don't have tires, so they're not super heavy. But I think I may have a buyer for those also. Just an update for all the damn people that hit me up today. But we're moving along on Jack's car. I wanted to get most of the suspension stuff done before we jump into all the gosh dang wiring that's going to take the longest. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drive shaft nice and loose, get it off of the pinion flange. And then I guess I'm going to put the wheels back on and lower this thing back down. That kind of sucks. You know what we never did, Kennedy?
What?
We never showed him the new truck.
Well, we also didn't show my new windshield.
Kennedy got hay. I don't...
Fifth.
Is it really the fifth?
Yeah, the fourth.
Oh my gosh. Kennedy got the fourth windshield today, I guess.
And David said, well, you better not break this one. I said, well, the only way I want is if I don't drive my car.
Yeah, so we're just going to park it, store it for a little
I
bit.
guess I should get a new car.
Yeah. New windshield, new car. I did get a truck, but maybe I'll show you guys on a different video. I've already started modding the crap out of it.
No, we should wait.
I'm just going to wait till it's done.
Okay, I want someone to comment down below what you think David got.
They've already seen like bits and pieces of it in videos. Someone's already messaged me.
Well then,
But you have to go back and do your research.
yeah, they have to.
All right, if someone can... All right, we'll give like a free keychain if you can name the color code.
That's
the
it?
the exact
It's a
color
hard
code.
one.
Nah, people that know Ford. Like they've seen a clip
I'm
of
saying
it.
That's all they get. It's a keychain or a key tie.
I thought my keychains were sick.
No, they are, but at least they're in a sticker too.
Damn. All right, we'll throw in a sticker too. You a hater. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to get the drive shaft removed and then I guess get the car back down. That sucks. I really need to get back working on my car, but Streetcar Joe is deathly ill. Oh, shoot. Don't look at that box. Streetcar Joe is deathly ill at the moment. Hopefully he gets better soon. Anyways, I do have an 18 manifold off my car. I know you NA fools get crazy over those things. So, if someone wants an 18 manifold, hit me up. This thing's going to sell like crazy. Y'all are wild. People, I don't know why people freak out over these 18 manifolds. I mean, they are the best manifold you can buy for sure.
Did you show them your manifold?
Yeah, I did in the previous video. They saw the manifold.
So then I don't watch your video.
Yeah, Kennedy obviously doesn't watch my videos. But yeah, we're waiting on the fuel system stuff to come in. So like I said, we can do the new lines to the manifold. I might put the shifter bracket back up. And we got to run a ton of wiring. Look at them Frankenstein heads, boy. Sheesh. Those are nice. All right, so back to working on Jack's car. Did get some G-force axles over the weekend from him. And you guys saw that his MagneRide sensors were broken. So found some on eBay to replace them. There's two that were broken. One of the pairs, you had to actually buy in a pair. So we'll have an extra one. Got the bumper off. Today we're going to start setting up the wiring for everything. There is a ton of wiring that has to be done. Yeah, unfortunately, those are all chewed up. But I asked him if he wants to replace it. He said no. So we'll leave that one for now. Got the front bumper off. He's been having issues with the cruise control working. So this is one of the sensors. And So we're going to get some brackets to hold this up nice and level. Hopefully that helps. And then guessing it's either that or maybe the MagneRide that's causing the cruise control not to work. So we're going to get some brackets made because somebody zip tied that up and did some zip tie engineering on that one. So we'll get some brackets made for that, and then we'll replace all the MagneRide stuff, and hopefully that will fix this cruise control. Got this side back on. We'll get the other front side back on, and then we still got to drop the rear, but like I said, I got to move the car. So I'm going to come back to the rear later. We're up going to do all the wiring first. So let me show you just how much wiring we have to do. Which, you know, if you're just doing the 10R stager, it's not bad, but so you got to run some grounds, obviously 12 volt source, run it to the trans brake and bump box button. But we are adding a watt box and an AMS2000. So this is all the wiring for the 10R stager. And then, oh no, we're stuck. That's for the air pump. And then this is all the wiring for the AMS2000. So tons of wiring that's got to go on. So pretty much what I'm going to do is put the boxes where I want them, and then we'll start laying out the wiring. Some of it has to come up to the PCM, like for the watt box and the 10R. The 10R is going to tap into the transmission control up here, and then the watt box has to tap in up here, and then the AMS2000's got to tie into all that, and then run a dome pressure sensor to the wastegate, which is underneath. And then we are also doing all nice PTFE CO2 lines. So tons of work to get done. And Danny's over there, I don't know what he's doing, messing around again. Getting fired today for sure. All right, so we're going to get going on Jack's car. All right, here is the rat's nest we got going on. So I'll update you guys when I clean it up. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. Zip tie it. Just zip tie it. Did get the controller routed up there. It's obviously not mounted, but controller's routed up there. So, yeah, it's a lot of wires. So that's what you guys can see what it looks like before we clean it all up. Well, oh man, I hate people. I quit. I don't quit, but damn, I hate people. So Jack's car has MagneRide, and there's no real brackets for the MagneRide sensors. So these guys, that was their weld job. So literally, this is one of the ones that was broken. So I got a nice new one to fix it. And literally, I put the smallest amount of pressure on there, and that thing just snapped off. I knew it too, huh, Kennedy? I was like, I literally touched it, and I was like, damn, that weld is gonna break. Oh boy. Well, snap. So, I gotta figure out a better solution. Damn it. Anyways, got a lot of the wiring ran for the AMS2000. It's so much. So much wiring. So, a lot of it, like I said, is just planning it out. And, you know, once you get it to the spot where you need to crimp it, it's actually not that bad, but you can see a lot of the wires are gone already because they ran to their spot. So a lot of the stuff that's left in here or in this area just needs to be cut, trimmed. What's so funny? Oh my gosh, Kennedy's so cool. And so, yeah, pretty much what's left is, like, I ran this larger 12 gauge wire is going to be the main power source to the AMS2000, the 10R, and the watt box. So that's going to bring power back. And then got to make a ground point back here, and then literally just trim all these wires. This purple one's activation, so that's got to go. But everything else left in here is literally power and ground. So pretty happy with how that's turning out. It just takes a long time, but I was starting to put this front suspension back together, and then I noticed that. So we got to figure out a solution to that one. This one over here was welded also. I haven't touched this one. Yeah, see, that one's pretty good. I guess they just didn't really like the welds on the other side. I don't know. If it was me, I know you can definitely weld them on there, but I was thinking you'd probably want to do like a riv nut on the K-member on the front side, because from the factory, it's got this little bracket. So, but that's going to be hard to riv nut in there with all this stuff. Whereas they probably had all this stuff off. Yeah. Son bitch. F me. F me life right now. But yeah, just keep you guys updated. But yeah, what I would have done is probably just literally put a riv nut right there. That way if you had to take them out, because the thing is, these little arms are plastic. This is all plastic. So if there's, you know, if you drop this, if you drop the suspension down to change something, enough pressure on those things, it will probably break them. So yeah, that sucks. Okay, we'll figure it out.